There is a lot of talk about the challenges of running a small business, but there are tremendous advantages to being a small brand. You are able to be flexible and nimble, and it's easy to make things feel personal because they are. You're a small team, maybe even a one-person team, and taking the time to do what we're doing here to build out your brand strategy, discovering your authentic voice. These are the most efficient ways to elevate absolutely everything else you do. From talking about your work while networking to crafting marketing, all of these other pieces become easier and more natural and more engaging. This class is Brand Strategy 101. And the goal of brand strategy is to give you a map. It's about having a vision of where you want to go, why it matters to you, and who you are serving as a part of that mission. And having a well thought out map, one that reflects your own success list, your own personality. All of this is important because it enables you to have more meaningful progress with every action. And at some point, we all have to learn the lesson that not all action leads to progress. We can spend time and energy and money and not have it lead where we hoped, not really move the needle forward for us. And really the key to meaningful action is doing things in a certain order. We have built your brand strategy, your map, and the next step is how you invite people into your brand, your marketing, and more specifically, the media you create as a part of that marketing. Having a powerful brand, having something to say, is an essential ingredient in making media that is impactful, engaging, and doing that thing we all want it to do, actually moving the needle for you. Media has an ever-growing role in business. And when we say media here, what we mean is photos, videos, short films even, plus, of course, podcasts, blogs, articles. Having a media strategy is no longer optional, even for small shops. It's a vital part of how your brand exists in the world now. It's about how your customers find you and how you communicate credibility, how you stand out and earn return business. But there's a difference between creating media to check a box and creating on-brand media. And to make the most of every piece of media you create, because you do have limited resources and it's best to make it count, you always need to be leaning into your authentic voice. Use this as your compass as you're making media, because this is when you unleash the power of on-brand media. Do yourself a favor and go look up the Super Bowl ad for the farmer's dog, because this is the power of on-brand media. And question, did it make you cry? Because media done well can do lots of things for us. It can inspire, it can entertain, it can educate. And when done really well, a brand can take over the work of lead generation for you. Things that you put in place as a part of your brand mission and then serve consistently and genuinely over time. Eventually, this becomes the source from which new business comes as well. This can be from content you provide to a community that you've cultivated. And when you hit this level, brand eats sales for breakfast. The brand does the heavy lifting for you. People know they want to work with you. They're excited to see what you offer or what you offer next. They already see you as an expert. This is all the power of non-selling. And this mindset puts your business, your organization on a whole nother plane. And it's almost a paradox, at least compared with most of the marketing advice out there. Because when you put into things generously, without a direct line to profit or income, it often actually leads to more profit and income. Generously non-selling leads to selling. And here is where the heartfelt businesses have a huge advantage, because only a heartfelt business can pull this off with authenticity. The phonies are pretty easy to spot, and sooner or later you're going to catch on. And when you do, you're going to walk away and they are never going to get a second chance. Whether an agency is the right fit for you is largely going to depend on your expectations and your budget. And in all honesty, agencies are very tricky to get right when you're small. For one thing, they're expensive. They rely on bigger teams, and they often outsource the content creation, the photos and videos, and then they pass along that markup to you. And all of this just might simply be an inefficient solution for you. But in fairness to agencies, the remainder of the problems are most likely going to be rooted in some form of unrealistic expectations on your part. Because when a business doesn't know who they are or who they serve with clarity, they may hire an agency with the expectation that these big questions will be answered for them. But agencies do not have magical formulas or secret shortcuts. If you're hoping that they'll be able to take a mess and build something meaningful, especially on a tight budget, you're really setting yourself up for failure. And there are a few agencies that excel at navigating you through this, at rooting out the heart of what makes you different and building powerful media and marketing to bring that message to life. But not only are these agencies exceedingly rare, but they are going to charge a lot for the value that they know that they are providing. Which means that ultimately, nothing can replace the heart and care that you bring to your own business. No one will ever care about it like you do or understand it like you do. You are the expert in your own work. So my advice is to hire for execution, not ideation. The more specific your needs and the more that you can supply on your end, the higher the likelihood that you'll be satisfied with the results that an agency can generate for you. So let's say that you want to hire an agency for social ads. You don't just hire someone, hand it off, and hope for the best. You bring a brand guide to the table. You bring on-brand photo assets. You bring guidelines about the tone and style of your brand and how it inhabits this in written copy. And all of this is just to say, you know who you are, who you serve, and how you want to talk to them already. And when you have all of this, now you're hiring for execution. In which case you are able to research with much more specificity the type of agency you need. And when you choose one, you're able to clearly communicate what it is you are looking for, and you're going to be able to easily gauge success all along the way. And all of this sets you up for getting what you need without the frustration and the wasted time, energy, and often budget. We are all surrounded by media every single day, and more so than ever before in history. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, but you have to understand that media can either enhance our lives in some way or it can clutter our lives. It can create noise, chaos, comparison. It can drive false needs. Be the type of person who creates media with honesty and integrity. Stay true to your own inner compass and just think of the ripples that even the smallest shifts are capable of accomplishing. Because it's not just about one person's work or profit. It's about an ecosystem of thoughtful small shops that put beautiful options into the marketplace, slowly steering attention and income away from the greedy, corrupting kingpins of the old economy. And each of us has something to offer, something invaluable that we add to the cultural conversation just by showing up, just by daring to live by our own authentic voice. And together we create a shift toward better that none of us could pull off alone. It's a small shop revival. My name is Joella Marie. I'm the founder of Creative Voices, and I am so happy that you came along on this brand strategy 101 journey with me. And at this point, after 8 lessons together, I hope you feel inspired. I hope you feel full of ideas and more confident in your own abilities than ever before. And I can't wait to see how you take these lessons and you bring your own brand to life. It's brave. It's an act of quiet rebellion to do work this way, but I believe in you. And I believe in the power of brand strategy to unlock the magic of what you do, the magic of small shops. You can pay for a workshop with Creative Voices where you get me teaching you live and online. They're ultra small classes and one-on-one help where you can learn in a really condensed format. And then you can also get these bite-sized lessons here on YouTube. Each is a piece of a carefully designed class and it's complete with a worksheet so you get the most out of your time. And with that being said, we are excitedly putting the finishing touches on the next class we have for you. It's a new season, which means a new class and a new piece of original content, and we cannot wait to share it all with you.